Team Carrington, Gibson, Penamella, Willett. Manly went out in the elimination final last year. They've won 5 of the last 6 encounters against South. Jeff Tuvey is the captain, and let's have a look at their side. It's a strong one. Manly running from right to left, and Matthew Ridge starts it. South's getting first use of the football. That is Jeremy Doniger now. Out to be tackled on the 20-metre line. Field standing behind the play, the ball, calling the plays as South take it out to the 30-metre line on the first set of 6. Team of inexperienced youngsters, to put it mildly. A very big test for them. A match that Craig Field will remember well from the corresponding round last year. He was sent off against Manly. And they came within 2 points of beating the Sea Eagles, even without Craig Field that day. They find the line to end a very good set of 6 for them.
South, of course, looking to have a different start to the season than they did last year. They won the 2 East Challenge final, but then lost their first 3 matches. They've been pretty ordinary pre-season this year, hoping to turn that around. Some pretty good defence there in the Manly danger area.
A long floating pass out to find Lyons, and they try to get outside South Sydney's outside backs. HOPOATE is tackled 28 metres out from the Manly line. Ridge, Tuvey, and now Terry Hill, a fend and gets it away. Hancock, centre kicks now. Underneath it is Carrington. The ball swirling around Carrington, immediately put down by Tuvey.
Well, straight away we see the tactics of Manly looking to work the extremities of the field, side to side. Made a good bust on the far side. Tremendous work from Jeremy Doniger, the second rower, to get across there to take the winger, who was forced to kick.
Manly keen to do that. Ian Roberts. Right on the halfway line, former South Sydney champion Ian Roberts. Gillespie.
Taking on Manly is very similar to playing the likes of Canberra and Brisbane. You know that they are going to bust you. Really, the degree of success you're going to have is how you scramble the defences. Hill gets outside his man.
Inside the 30, Hancock calls inside, but Hill is well grasped. 10 metres out. Field it was who made the tackle. Tuvey now. Lyons looks inside, throws the dummy. And a penalty goes to Manly.
A good advantage played by Eddie Ward. The quick tap taken, Cliff Lyons under the post. The referee said no. Scrum will be set 10 metres out with the South Sydney feed. Cliff Lyons is blowing up. He wants to know why.
Donato is the dummy half. To use the words of their coach, Ken Shine, he said, Shannon Donato made us pick him. Field runs the blind. There's a chance here. Going for the line and getting it over is Jamie Kelso, and South have grabbed first points.
Well, the Doomsday Prophets gave South Sydney no chance this afternoon, but they've got away on the right foot.
Through the process of getting the game started once more. Jeremy Doniger really ran into the shoulder there of Solomon Homono. Cunningham went in to help, and now Ward is calling Homono out. It's 1947. Danny Moore, Hasler, Roberts. Good defence on Roberts. He never had any chance of unloading the ball. Homono. He's lost it.
If there is one criticism of Solomon Homono's game, it is his selective or lack of selection in his passing. Strong defence there from Tuvey on Willett.
Doniger left himself open as a target for Roberts coming over the top. With Menzies playing it. Lyons trying to get outside them. Terry Hill taken in a grassing tackle by David Penner. 30 metres out from the line. Roberts. Gillespie crosses the 20. Hasler. Menzies. 10-metre line. That's where they are. Just on the left of the field. And the penalty goes to Manly. Against the tacklers. Now for Tuvey. On for Lions. Coming in field is Terry Hill. He's tackled on the 10-metre line. No marker. He'll do it. Terry Hill gets the Manly try, gets the equaliser. Now, Matthew Ridge. A fairly simple position for Matthew Ridge, and he converts. 8 internationals in the Manly side. South Sydney have none. One of those internationals, Gillespie, offloading. A chance here for Gibson. Play on, says the referee. 15 out from the line. Fed by Miller. Coming onto it in 27 is Michael Francis from Lithgow. Penalty goes to Souths now. And he's put him in the bin. Ian Roberts. Mandatory 10 minutes in the bin. The head sat back on the shoulders a couple of times today. Field. Had a busy game, Craig Field. It's an urgent run here for Ridge. He'll clean it up. And then he beats the oncoming defence. That's a magnificent performance by Matthew Ridge to get it back to the 20-metre line.
Disappointing effort there from Gibson in the attempted tackle. In his speed to get down there, he gave himself no chance to get Ridge, and Ridge has come up with a big play. Trying to get the ball back in the field of play, but 20 metres away from his own line.
Oh! Taskell has pulled off a crunching tackle on Matt Dunford.
Smashed.
Oh, that's a smasher of a tackle. Dunford, the agony on the face, but Matt got back up.
He was on the mat.
Was he what? He didn't take the count, though. Carrington. Strong defence out there by Terry Hill. Dunford leaning on the Sheriff of Manly. Drake. Field. Bell. Choice of inside and outside. Went to Carrington. Carrington. The ball comes down to Gibson. Oh, he'll score. Gibson puts Souths in front again. A fortuitous pass that was meant for one and finished with another.
And you do make your own luck in this game, and South Sydney, they can score some sparkling tries.
This is Andrew Willett now. And again, he's online. So, South Sydney leading Manly 12 points to 6.
So to score a try when you're a player down is an enormous bonus in this game, as Craig Field just gets the kick in, and it's a good one.
Ridge has got no pressure. Hancock. Penn has made the tackle. Oh! Terry Hill has done the old juggle. And it looks like he might have injured the knee. Now Cliffy Lyons puts Craig Hancock down the right. Over the halfway. Support on the inside is arriving. It's Kosef. 25 out from the south line.
I'll give Jamie Kelso a wrap as well as Ian Roberts comes back out. He got back to help the fullback, but Manly have got numbers to the left. Tuvey gets the ball to Menzies.
Inside ball, picked up by Hasler. Hasler gets it away. They come down a metre short. Matthew Ridge, and it's a penalty and the sin bin.
Yeah, tackle without the ball, Matthew Ridge. Looking to take the quick tap. Is that Doniger?
No, that's Mestrov.
They'll still take the tap through Matthew Ridge. He's got Lyons to the right.
Lyons with it. Oh, Tuvey. Absolutely consumed in the tackle. Now, Terry Hill goes again. He's having a fine game. He's a metre out from the line. Manly numbers on the left. It's a penalty to South. Now Terry Hill is in Eddie Ward's face.
Yeah, he's want to get away from there too, or he'll be spending 10. You wouldn't believe behind the referee's back there, Craig Field was nearly standing in the Manly back line as all of this was going on. Looks like a game of tunnel ball there. The ball has been picked up in the ruck area by Terry Hill. That's the ruling.
Jeff Tuvey feeding it. It was his tackle that got them the scrum. Lions, oh, that was very neat. Dummied to Ridge on the inside and picked up Tuvey, having dummied to him earlier.
Jeff Tuvey had no idea the ball was coming. It was an amazing effort to grab that football.
Play by Kosef. They come to the left. There's a chance on. A lot of numbers. Lions goes infield. Cunningham turns it on. Ridge is with it, not held. Play on. Inside the 20-metre line, and Ridge is tackled. Manly behind by 6. Hasler a dummy half. Now with Tuvey. The gap up the middle. And Tuvey opens it up even further. Well, Ridge might be gone, but Tuvey's not far behind him.
There's great work there from their little skipper. Recently been to the altar.
What?
He's married these days. Hasn't taken any speed away from him, and the little left foot step to beat Carrington was a beauty.
Matthew Ridge then will convert from right in front. He does that, and 12 points all then at half-time. The young Rabbits right in this game. Hancock. Great winger. Look at him go to the halfway line. Comes to Carrington, and Carrington used the sideline well.
A great bust made by Craig Hancock. Beat the kicker, Craig Field. And then another 1 or 2 chases. As Manly go wide, Ridge throws the dummy, straightens up. One player short in this defensive line. They must hang on South early in this second half.
Go across through Kosef and Lions. Roberts holds the pass. I thought, were going to vomit, but Danny Moore gets down with the ball.
Well, very close to making a certain try into a mistake. And this is how they got into good field position. Craig Hancock beat Field through the tackle of Beecraft. And then, as Ray pointed out, the fullback did well. Carrington came up with a good tackle.
The great rugby converts. And this one just offline. Roberts. Hasler. Menzies. Turned it in nicely for Kosef. Kosef a fend and then stands and turns it back for Roberts. Lee Fulton's got some great options in personnel. Look at the pass from Lions, away for HOPOATE, in and away, and then over. HOPOATE gets the second try in the second half for Manly. The danger signals are there.
Looks very ominous for South Sydney, missing too many tackles, far too many tackles early in this second half, especially with a player down. As Des Hasler kept the ball alive. Steve Menzies, a good ball back inside to Kosef, who beat another player. Finally, Field comes up with the tackle. Roberts grounded, but then the pass from Cliff Lyons is an absolute beauty. Again, South Sydney caught out wide. Jason Bell was behind the line. HOPOATE showed enough confidence in his own ability to take on Carrington and beat him quite easily, even though Matthew Ridge was in support.
The line. And about 5 in from touch. Off the boot, it's left it beautifully. Straight between the uprights from near enough to the sideline. 22-12, Manly over the Rabbitohs. Just for a haunting moment, I thought we had identified wrongly, but this is Tuvey on the end of a good passing raid by Manly. They're starting to look sharp. They are playing against 12 men, though. Lions pushes away from Field. Floats it away for Hancock. Hancock gets it off. Roberts is there. Got the ball away. Cunningham on. Ridge puts on a spurt. Gets into a hole. Chased and caught by Kelso. 30 metres from the line. Lyon. Knocked down, was it, by South? 6 more tackles has been called. Hasler on for Cunningham. Now for Terry Hill, and driven into the ground. Penalty to Manly.
The way things are going here, you would expect Manly to run in some more points in this next set of 6. Some frustration there from Craig Field. Quick tap taken by Manly. They go wide immediately. Cut out from Lyons. Well, HOPOATE was into space, but it was just a little bit too low for him to take.
Lyons. Tuvey. Field really manhandling the Manly captain. Lyons on the first bounce, away from Moore. Moore gets it onto HOPOATE. He's looking for his second. He won't get it, but Hasler will, under the uprights. Third try since the resumption. 3 tries in 10 minutes.
Well, they're on fire, Manly. South Sydney have had no football in this second half, and Manly...
So, Alan Jones and Ken Shine now look with the same smile as they had on their faces in the first half. Willett restarting. Don't forget, later tonight, after the movie, you'll see the Western Reds versus St. George. Most exciting stuff. A plane load of rugby league administrators and invitees, including the media, have been on a charter aircraft since Friday. Auckland, Townsville, Perth, lending their support to the new clubs. I reckon they will be just as sick and sore as some of the players come Monday morning. And I don't think John Quayle and Ken Arthursson's smiles will dissipate inside a week. Gibson. Willett. Now, having said that, front page of one of the papers talks about the Super League again today, confidently starting next year, but I did hear 7 of the chief executives mentioned being interviewed on radio, and they said they know nothing about it. So a penalty goes to Manly, centre of the ground, 22 out.
Yeah, nothing going right for the Rabbitohs here. Craig Carrington looking to play the ball forward. Eddie Ward ruled that he had a marker.
Ridge from 22 out, right between the uprights. Such is the power of his defence. Kosef, good young colt, and Bobby Fulton. I don't think he'd be keen to let him go anywhere.
This is a show of strength from Manly, Ray, with the fact that Daniel Gartner now joins the likes of Nick Kosef, Stephen Menzies in this Manly lineup this afternoon. 3 of the most exciting back rowers running around in the game, and they're all at the one club. And we consider Mark Carroll still out injured. Oh, good ball from Carrington to Willett. Very, very strong in the forwards department.
Talking of Daniel Gartner, Peter, I've got to say, of the 3, I don't think he loses any cast at all. Daniel Gartner, he's an outstanding prospect. You talked about Mark Carroll. He's out with an injured back, which apparently he did while filming the most recent Tina Turner commercial. I wonder what Spud did to his back. The Souths come wide. The captain, Tenner's with it. Tackled on the 40-metre line. Field chimes in. They've got a little roll going here, the Rabbits. And Field runs into a swarm of the Eagles, a pack of Eagles. Bell, chip and chase for himself. Gillespie's brought the penalty. I don't know about big cement. He was, to all intents and purposes, standing there minding his own business. Now, Drake. Just 3 metres out from the line. Donato.
Field screaming for the football. He wants it to the right. It might be a little bit too late now. Plenty of Manly defence. Good ball to right.
To ground, picked up by Field. It's a try. It's a try scored out there by Jason Bell. I thought for a moment there might have been a hint of a knock-on. Manly even with 12 men. for a goodly portion of that match last year.
Well, they trail by 12 at the moment, and with plenty of time left, if South could run in another converted try, as Donato again makes a good 12 or 13 metres up the blind side of the ruck. They're back in the hunt.
Probably answered a bit of a problem for South with the hooking possession. I noticed they ran Will Robinson as hooker in reserve grade. That's a good passage of play by South.
It's going to make it very interesting, Ray, isn't it, when Lee Jackson from England joins the club. Donato's been close to their best this afternoon. He's a good young prospect.
Well, you probably have to think about putting Jackson somewhere else, because you can't leave Jackson out.
Well, I don't think you'd have any trouble playing Lee Jackson in the second row at all.
He was the best player I saw in England. Hasler delivers. Roberts away for Lions. Roberts never dies with the ball. Now Terry Hill puts his foot down. Back into the centre for Danny Moore. Back over the shoulder it goes. Terry Hill was waiting for it. A bad pass from Danny Moore. 40-metre line. South with it.
Shine needs to have a chat to Craig Gibson about his defensive play. He's got to stop racing in and giving the opposition the overlap. He's got to slide and force the opposition to make a decision instead of making it for them.
Lions. Tuvey. He's over the halfway. Runs away from Kelso. Carrington there. He comes inside. Oh, look at the little fella go. Legs pumping away, and Tuvey scores a 50-metre try.
He's a super player, Jeff Tuvey. Something of a shame, I suppose, that we've got the likes of the Stewarts and the Langers at the same time, because he's got representative material written all over him. Beats Paul Mellor very, very easily. That's an awful attempted tackle. Still got some work to do with Carrington coming across. He just straightened up inside and under the post. I think that's his second, is it, this afternoon? Jeff Tuvey's been involved in plenty. Very poor miss there from Paul Mellor. You expect better from a class player. And then it was a pretty easy job to beat Craig Carrington as well. Carrington's come up with some good defence in pressure situations, not on that occasion.
Matthew Ridge from right in front adds the conversion points as Andrew Willett starts. The scoreboard tells us that 13,250 have come here for the opening to the season for South and Manly. It's not a bad crowd for a match that people... Oh, Gardner did well. Hancock's away. They're after him in numbers, but Hancock's got plenty of speed. He's been turned back in. HOPOATE is it that is there alongside him. HOPOATE plays it. 25 out from the line. Menzies across for Kosef, and then Gillespie makes the mistake. Penalty goes against South. Not back the 10.
He'll almost score himself lines from the quick tap. Now they've got back all offside still.
Gillespie gets it away. That's a skill that he's worked on. Tuvey uses Ridge, and Ridge is obliged to take the tackle. Hancock. Roberts. Three-man tackle taking care of Roberts. Leave a shortage somewhere. Tuvey, and it's back with Nevin. Nevin tackled just inside the 10-metre line. The Eagles close to full time, close to the South line. Ridge gets a pass away. Did I say Menzies hadn't got among the spoils? Well, he has now.
He has indeed. Did it plenty of times last year, and in the final minute of this game, Stephen Menzies crosses after some great lead-up work from Matthew Ridge, and he will get a few.
Career tries for Menzies. 16 of them. We're talking about club football here. 16 last year. So Matthew Ridge now just a formality to convert the Stephen Menzies try and to end a shellacking by Manly over South Sydney in the second half. It was 12 all at half-time. Full-time score.